The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 82 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. And again, it's Chubb. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Turner. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down and a yard. Now McCarthy. He's got this complete to Stover, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Caught, left side, Hopkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Throwing is McCarthy. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. He was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there, but now it'll be third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Stroud will look to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing now is Stroud. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Titans offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. Play action. Here's Stroud. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The output from Rice in last week's game, 4 catches, 51 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy, and that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Stroud. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. On play action, now McCarthy rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Looking to throw McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But the Vikings had 7-4 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion, the tight end Kelsey. To the air with McCarthy. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbound.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. McCarthy going to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Turner. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They go up the middle with Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he's in the midst of an MVP caliber season. The NFL's leader in passing yards as he's up over 3,000 now on the year. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
Touchdown, Titans!
Rashee Rice with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have moved out in front.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
The Titans offense and Rashee Rice headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. And Stroud now to throw. Open man right side is Rice.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Second down and 6 now. Stroud to throw it. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Looking to throw. Stroud.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
That'll be caught by Rice. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The throwing again is Stroud.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Going deep here for Watkins.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A final shot before break. McCarthy, he's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. Patrick Mahomes, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Justin Herbert, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Joe Burrow, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 50-yard line.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 3rd down and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Stroud.
This pass complete to Higgins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. In motion, the tight end. 4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Throwing now is Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Stroud. That ball caught. It's Rice.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
In motion right is Watkins. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Holding. Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That's out to Chubb, complete.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd down and 13. Throwing is McCarthy.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Titans offense and their running back getting set to go once more.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here's McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
To the air with McCarthy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Chubb on the read option.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
The home team's offense had C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Play action. Stroud now. That one caught by Rice.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
As Stroud now to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it. Able to find Higgins.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
That'll be caught by Rice. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, it's Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stroud looking to throw.
Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. Escaping a tackler at the 25. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they have had problems getting the running game in gear as we look through some of their attempts from earlier. They have just not been able to match the physicality that this defense has shown, and their lack of success on the ground is a direct reflection of that. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. Able to slither by, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
72 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. Milton.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50.
Now a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Milton.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. This is Ford. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Shifts by him. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The visitors' offense and their star running back Nick Chubb getting set to take over once more. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Finding Watkins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
That's complete to Turner. And he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Caught by Turner.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
This is 1st and 10.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. They run with Ford. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down.
A 4-yard gain.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Titans who will control the football first here in overtime as we're back underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Titans now. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Throwing now is Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Here's Milton. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. To throw, it's Milton.
He's got him in, complete. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they'd been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for the Vikings, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.